Welcome back to Upper Michigan today. We are here with Mark Stonerock of the Marquette Area Blues Society.
Hi.
And we're talking about the final Marquette Blues Festival happening
Yes.
this weekend. So what led to that decision to make this one the last one ever?
Well, first of all, we had planned on trying to keep this thing running for about 10 years. So we've doubled that. We're really proud of that fact. A lot of other festivals have failed in that amount of time. And that's a testament to Marquette and how much we love our art and our music here. But the bottom line is we're all my age or a little bit older. So we're getting a little bit longer in the tooth. And when you talk about people born in the 50s or 60s, setting up and tearing down an entire park is very difficult. And, you know, to be blunt, there weren't a whole lot of young people that were willing to come in and help us take it over. So we're going to evolve what we're doing and hopefully move to a quarterly concert series where we can continue to bring in really world-class acts, but do them in a venue where we don't have to worry about the physical labor so much.
So it's not like the Marquette Blues Festival is dissolving, it's kind of just taking a different shape, and it'll be broken up into different concerts throughout the year instead of being a 3-day festival. I mean, that's cool that you can still find a way to move forward and still give the people of Marquette the blues music that they love, because I know the scene here is pretty crazy, but with volunteers, I mean, it's time for many of the people that have been doing it for 20 years to retire now, and that's, you know, something that so many organizations are seeing these days is just not enough volunteers. So is that something you're still looking for this year?
Absolutely. We need volunteers in almost every part of the festival. Ticket takers, walking the grounds, set up, tear down. About the only thing we really don't need a lot of volunteers for is bartending. For some reason, people flock to that one. You get to be near the beer, and it's also got a good view of the stage. So those volunteer slots fill up pretty quickly. But a lot of ticket selling things, pretty much anything that makes the fest go. And if you wanted to watch the whole festival and get your ticket reimbursed, if you work 2 shifts, you get up to $60 of your ticket price back, which is the whole price of an advance ticket. And to work 1 shift, you get a free festival t-shirt, which will be commemorative as it's the last one.
And it really sounds like a worthwhile event to volunteer for. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. There's going to be really great musical acts happening there on that stage. How long are the shifts, and what can people expect from if they would like to sign up?
Yeah, 3 to 4 hour shift. They vary a little bit. We do some overlap, so people as they come and go can sometimes cut out a little bit early. And it's really pretty easy. Even the ground walking shifts, there's really not much that needs to be done. We're not asking you to pick up trash or collar anybody that might be trying to break in. We call them grounds ambassadors, and we just like to have people walking around and be visible and let the crowd know that we have their backs, and we're going to try to make this a really enjoyable experience. So, and that goes right from the food vendors to the merchandise vendors to the artists themselves and the workshops that happen in between the performances.
So I want to talk more about that, the workshops, everything else that goes along with the Blues Festival, because yes, there's musical numbers happening, 12 acts, was that the number? 12 acts throughout the weekend, but there's workshops, there's food, there's places to congregate and find community with other musicians. Yeah,
it's really a festival atmosphere. I think we've got 7 food vendors this year. So there's really no reason to leave the fest grounds if you don't want to. But the nice thing is we've got a beautiful city just right up the hill. If there's an act that maybe you're not quite into that type of blues music, you can take a walk up and down downtown Marquette, pop right back down and hop in for the next act.
Right, and it should be a gorgeous weekend too. So I mean, just soak up the sun, get a nice food and
just enough rain to knock the dust down, and then it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. If it did rain, what would happen?
It is a rain or shine event. As long as there's no lightning, we're good. We weathered what we call Hurricane Alberta once upon a time in the UP. We were drowned, but the acts went on. There were hardy Yoopers that had thrown up little portable deer blinds out in the crowd, and they tried to stay there through it. We've only had really 2 acts that had to be canceled, and that was because of lightning. And obviously, to hold an electric guitar on a stage when the lightning's flying, it's the kind of act we don't want to see.
Right. I wouldn't want to see that. So is there anything people need to know about before they go? Things they should bring with them, things they should not bring with them into the festival?
Yeah, you can bring any type of lawn chair you want. Blankets are good. People generally get there, set up their lawn chairs and walk around. We just don't have things go missing there. Blues people are really good people. They help each other. They try to have a good time. And it's safe to leave your chair for the most part and your belongings. But the only things we don't like are big sight blocks, large umbrellas, things like that. We will have some opportunities for shade. We put up tents and things like that. So if you need to get out of the sun, you can do that, or certainly cool down with a cold beverage.
Wonderful. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities to be comfortable over there at the Blues Festival. I wanted to thank you for this great conversation. It's not over yet. We do have to take another break, but when we come back, we've got more music. We're going to continue this conversation and maybe even play a little musical game if you're interested. Okay, well, I'm going to volunteer you that we're playing a game. All right, stick around.